oddly, I don't know, amusing that I'm finally releasing this video in November and not October, because this would have been really appropriate if I did this in October, but alas, I had issues with this fucker, so hey, we're here now, so let's get into it. Bear with me as I try putting my editing style into my new phone, but welcome back to Amy's Movie Review. After a long ass time, I'm finally back, and this was supposed to be a collab with my good friend Alara from College and Cavalade, but after discussing with them about how I really need to do this movie review now, and negotiating our next collab, they agreed to let this video not be a collab, but we will be seeing them again soon, and my next two videos that I can't show on screen because, again, this is not my other phone, so I don't have those two thumbnails, but I will tell you what they are exactly. You will be seeing them in my Tommy Lee video. I know, shocking, Tommy Lee. And my Paul Stanley video. And then other than that, I am doing a movie review of The Dirt, and so you'll see them in that, obviously, but yeah, this was supposed to be a collab with them because they are a huge Kevin Smith, you know, expert, as you've seen in my review of the Jay and Silent Bob movies, so this seemed like, you know, very like the video for them, but obviously I need to do this now because I put the movie reviews on hold for too long, and there's a long list, so I apologize for that. Just gonna quickly point out that I brought back the lights, and you know what? We're getting red for this one, boys. It was blue, but I'm not being nice. I'm not being nice because this is spooky. Not spooky. These movies are very gory. I have to say, I don't even know what weed Kevin Smith smoked when he made all three of these movies. I need to point out that one of these isn't technically a horror movie at all. The one I'm talking about is, I have it on my phone actually, so this is great. I can pull up what movie this is that I'm supposed to talk about right now, that I'm mentioning right now actually, that also stars the same guy from Tusk. Red State. Red State is a horror movie, and then it's an action movie, so, but it also stars the same guy who's in Tusk, which is a fucked up horror movie, and then Yoga Hosers is a sequel to Tusk. It's not a sequel, it's in the same universe as Tusk, but they mention Tusk, so like Tusk happened, and the same characters from Tusk are in this movie. It's very confusing, but bear with me, as I've decided to not talk about most of these in chronological order. We should talk about Red State first, because it's not connected to the first two movies that I mentioned, which is Tusk and Yoga Hosers, because if I mention Red State, it'll get out of the way quicker, guys. Now, if my friend Alara was here, I think they'd be ranting about Austin Butler for at least 24 minutes, because this movie does, in fact, star Elvis Presley himself, Austin Butler. And you know what? No, I don't care. There, I said it. I don't care. I really don't. I'm sorry, Alara, if you see this video. I just don't care. Styles, not Styles. Dude from Teen Wolf was from this movie, no one cared. And, okay, so, the movie's about Colette and Colleen. Actually, I'm sorry. Their names are both Colleen. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna call them Colette and Mackenzie, because their names are literally both Colleen. So, anyways, Colette and Colleen are two 15-year-old girls who spend their days studying yoga with their guru, Yogi Bayer. There are a lot of references to Yogi Bear in this movie, and Justin Long is actually the one who plays that guy. Anyways, they also work an after-school job at a convenience store that I think one of their dads owns. Anyways, Nazi Canadians are in this, blah, blah, blah. I want to point out that they have really bad Canadian accents in this. No offense, but, like, those are really bad Canadian accents. It's more of an impression, which is weird, because Kevin Smith really loves Canada. If you've noticed that the first two movies, like, not the first two movies, but that Yoga Hosers and Tusk take place in Canada, it's because Kevin Smith really loves Canada, and he really wants you to know that. In fact, there was a Degrassi episode where Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes went to Canada to film a movie called Jay and Silent Bob Go to Degrassi High. And Degrassi High takes place in Canada. He really loves Canada. Did I mention that yet already? Let's read the description of Red State. I'm putting back on the glasses for this one. I like to pretend that these are my reading glasses, when in fact they're not my reading glasses. They're my Kurt Cobain glasses. And no, they're not my George Not Found glasses. God damn it, these are Kurt Cobain glasses. Anyways, three horny teenagers, Travis, Jared, and Billy Ray, Kevin Smith wrote this movie, guys, not me. Can't believe their luck when they meet a woman online who says she wants to hook up with all three of them at once. But the promise of sex is a trap, and the boys find themselves in the hands of Avon Cooper, Michael Parks, who was in Red Tusk, not Red, he was just a Tusk. A lunatic preacher who spews so much hatred that even neo-Nazis stay away. Cooper means to kill a trio for their sins, prompting a desperate bid for escape. I want to point out this movie is in horror and thriller, and it kind of shows. I don't want to say this movie reminds me of Fresh, but with the fact that Fresh is a thriller and there was a lot of action at the end of the movie, I would say maybe. Again, if I wanted to do a list of my favorite thriller movies, I would, but this movie was so fucked up. It was crazy. I couldn't even watch it. I had to watch a review of it because I couldn't sit down for a minute to watch this movie. So I had to watch someone else review the movie, which is how actually I found out about this movie, and that makes it even more fucked up, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore. This movie. I don't get nightmares from this movie, thank God, but if I did, I don't think I'd be able to sleep for weeks because I had to watch 2 reviews of this movie because I just could not. I watched one review from A Man of the Jedi, and then I watched another one from Nostalgia Critic, and I was like, oh my god. Kevin needs to stop smoking the weed he smokes when he makes these horror movies. And the fact that it stars 2 of my favorite actors, well, 3, no, 4. Haley Joel Osment, Justin Long, Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp, and Harley Quinn Smith are all in this movie, and I love them all, but like, oh my god. Oh my god. And if you're wondering why Harley Quinn Smith and Lily Rose Depp are in this movie, it's because I mentioned that the Yoga Hoser characters are also in the same universe as Tusk, so that means Johnny Depp's character is in that universe too. But basically the plot of this movie is that this podcaster named Wallace, Kevin's funny, I know, travels to Canada to interview this guy who was in like a viral video known as the Kill Bill Kid, who, because he accidentally severed his leg with a katana. And then when he arrives in Canada, the kid committed suicide. So he wanted to find another person to interview, and unfortunately he saw a flyer for, in a bathroom about this sailor, like this retired sailor, and he decides to go interview him. And the guy fucking kidnaps him. He's like, I'm gonna take you to the walrus I met. I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but like, it's very messed up from there. And according to Wikipedia, this was Kevin Smith's first major wide release since Cop Out, which is that movie with Bruce Willis. Because A24 released this movie. That's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. Haley Joel Osment plays his co-host and is also sleeping with his girlfriend. So that's funny. Am I right, guys? No, it's not. Overall, I just think that Kevin Smith must get some pretty good weed to make all these movies. Because it turns out, while doing research for this video, I discovered that there was another horror movie he made, but I can't find it anywhere because I don't own an NFT. That's right, you need an NFT to watch it, and I don't have one. So anyone has that movie, you can, I don't know, follow me on Instagram and go tell me you have it, because I'm not going through all that just to watch a horror movie from Kevin Smith, okay? That monster in that movie looks gross as hell. Here, let me pull up a picture. I'm gonna pull up a picture right now of the grossest. This thing is gross. I don't know who's giving Kevin Smith the budget for these gross-ass monsters, but it's like, I forgot what it's called, too. It came out, like, in, like, 2020. I know. I don't know why. But, like, I don't remember what it was called. Apparently, never mind. Kilroy! It was called Kilroy, okay. I didn't remember what the movie was called. I'm sorry. I don't remember. It's called Kilroy Was Here. Oh, and it actually came out this year. I don't know if you could see that, but this is what I guess the comic looks like. I don't know what it's about because, there's no, like, plot, I think? Oh, yeah, there's no plot. The premise is that it's a comedy horror anthology centered around the phenomenon of the Kilroy Was Here graffiti. The film was released as a 5,500 exclusive 5,555 exclusive NFT on July 12th, 2022. It is the first feature film to release as an NFT. Fuck that. Exactly why I can't watch this movie. Thank you for that. And the cast looks weird, and I don't like it. Well, I mean, how can I like it if I haven't, seen it yet? You know what I mean, guys? How can I like it if I haven't even seen it yet?